Okay, here we go. We are done, and this is the trip. Just gotta grab a coffee. And, oh jeez. Did you ever have it you're looking sideways, and then you look forward, and then the car beside you moves, and all of a sudden you think you're rolling? There we go. Okay, and we'll just mosey right along here. Well, there's an H. That's the old Honda. Oh, watch out for that guy's trailer hitch. So, the other day I was in Mark's, bought my 2 pairs of pants, and they wanted 56 cents for a bag. I couldn't freaking believe it. So, lots of speeders, you know. Oh, look at this. Oh, we got a delay. I think I'll just get the coffee. Oh, look at that one. Alright, what are we going on here? Okay. Now we could use a double turning lane here too, but they've run out of real estate. And this road here, I would think, was probably built in the 70s. And that was before they all figured that this, I know the city used to be all down the hill. There was nothing up here. I think this was all, oh, Jesus. Freaking wood. Well, I guess you can don't need the blinker. I can only go left now anyway. So, there. Groceries have been purchased. My wife wanted some fish for the kids to eat. We got the kids Thursday to Sunday. The grandkids. We want fish for them, so I hum and hawed, and I looked at all the boxes, and I ended up with a bunch of Jane's cod bites. We'll see if the little buggers will eat that. We just don't tell them. And they eat it all. Their dad don't like mushrooms, and guess what? The 3 of them decided they don't like mushrooms either. Well, that means we got to cut them smaller, because his dad eats mushrooms, whether he knows he does or not. And the kids are going to continue eating them as well. I watched a video last night about some young feller, I think there was in Nashville, some kind of an eating contest. If he eats, I think there was 10 ghost pepper chicken wings. If you could eat them in 5 minutes, he'd get them for free. This kid must have been around 10ish. Boy, you could tell. He was having a struggle trying to get it all in there. And when you eat that kind of hot stuff, your lips get burning, all around your mouth is burning. And the chicken gets slippery. But he did it. I was surprised. The guy gave him a break. Let him have it. He was down just like 4 seconds, and he was just trying to get the last of her choked down. I gotta pay more attention here, because I've been having the odd close call lately. Looking around, not paying attention. Seems to happen more when I got the wife in the car. I wonder if there's any relationship to my distracted driving. I don't want to get into an accident. I've only been in one accident. And that was with my 69 Charger. Pulling out of Peter's restaurant. And I turned sharp, and the guy came up to my right, and my back door caught, or I didn't have back door, my passenger door caught his bumper, and the next thing I know, I caved right in. Then the guy says, "I'll let it go if you let it go." And I said, "Yeah, okay." I had been drinking. He'd been drinking. The last thing you do is go involve the cops. My neighbor had an auto body shop, and he fixed it for me, but I loved that car. I bought the stereo, put in there, cassette. And when I put the speakers in, and maybe it was an 8-track, when I put the speakers in, I never had it in the cover. So I'm all ready to go. It's the long weekend in May. And I head up to a place called we used to go every year, Sylvan Lake. And we pulled in A&W. And that's when they still had girls coming out to the car door. Well, not paying attention, I parked in between 2 puddles. And then when the girl came to take our order, that's when I realized that she was standing in a freaking puddle. And a rainstorm as well. Midget. Anyway. I just cracked the window down about 4 inches, and then I realized that the handle can't go past the cover. And being a jerk that I can be sometimes, when she brought the tray out to hang on the window, I says, "Oh, this window doesn't roll down." Well, my buddy's sitting on the other side. He tried to roll down the window, and I started laughing. That poor girl. I feel ashamed. Now I do. But at the time, it was funny. Anyway, he had to open up the door, take the tray, take everything off the tray, and then she left. I can't remember exactly how it all went, but that was pretty funny. Among funny things that I've been into, or up to. Okay, let's go to Tim's and then we'll go out of here. Get out of here. What time is it? Tim's and I get alerts. Triple. And I got pizza to eat when I'm home, when I get home. I'll just get one. One donut. I quit buying those Boston creams and that. Because a lot of times when you get them, they're upside down in the bag. Or you bite, you're not paying attention, and it squirts out, it's right on your chest. Well, that's it.
Take order?
Yeah. Maple glazed classic donut and a large triple, please.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
Alright, that'll be $4.95.
Thank you. $5. Look at this, eh? What's that? I can't remember. It's like, oh, there. Try that one first. And if it's not enough, then we'll get another one.
So you saw 14 left.
Oh, wow. Thank you. And thank you. You too, sir. Alright. Now see that? There's no turning left here. There we go. And I bet you there's no napkins in the bag. No. Oh, this is a maple one. Yeah. Fresh. Doughy. I think this is the first time I had one of these. I like a camera like that. Come on, honey, let's go. Okay. Okay, we're good. That was about $2.50. That didn't last very long. Yesterday, the bridge was down to one lane, they said. Don't know what they're doing here, but yeah, that's done. Everything on the list is good. We got her all. So, I also seen another neat video that I shared with women folk around the neighborhood, the kids. It's romaine lettuce. The easiest way to cut it up was you hold the heart or the heart of it away from you, and you take scissors and you just start cutting down the middle of it. Turn it, cut down some more, turn it. And then you turn it sideways, and then you just take your scissors and cut it the other way. And you fluff it up in the bowl when you're done, and there you did it. None of this knife, trying to turn it, oddball shapes. I don't know how my wife does it, but you know, being the guy that I am, I like to be helpful. Kind of like Red Green. If you haven't seen that show, you should look it up. It's the Red Green Show. You'll see episodes on YouTube. He's a funny kind of guy. Look at that. Big hurry. I didn't do this. I quit doing that stuff when I was in, maybe 20 or mid-20s. Tim's got a new cup. Cat Day. Ooh, it's hot. I should have asked for a sleeve. Oh, don't hit the bus. Don't hit the dump truck. Don't hit the red truck. The blue car. The blue van. The blue kind of small SUV thing. Yeah, they screwed this thing up here too. When you go, or if you go to the right, and you're coming off out of the circle, you have to go over another lane to go straight through. And it's it's pretty busy around there. There. Coffee's too hot. Oh, somebody threw out a bag of garbage. Anybody hear the latest thing on hockey sticks? Leave that go. I'm trying to stay out of the politics on this thing. There you go, Belle. That's twice I had to stop here today. Let some of them across. A couple of seniors and that young buck. my best to do the speed limit. Always. The odd time I'll maybe go a few kilometers above it, but usually I don't. There we got a guy just freaking right up my butt already. And he'll probably go blowing by me here. Like on the Westmoreland Street Bridge that we just crossed, it's 70 kilometers there. It doesn't change until after the light. Then it turns to 80. This little chunk is 90. Then it goes down to 70. And these guys are going slow already. I'll start dropping her now. But there's been a lot of accidents on the Westmoreland Street Bridge. And it's an accident-prone bridge designed to begin with. The way the cars come onto it. Okay, we're down to 70 now. Let's hope these guys can keep it up. See, the little truck is going fast. This guy's not fast enough. Get through this, then we'll hit her up to 80, 85. That's it. We're on our way home. Put the air conditioning on there pretty near full blast. Keep the dog cool in the back. Yeah. Look at the size of this place. They had that down there so deep you couldn't even see the excavator. Then they would back in the gravel trucks or the dump trucks in there to go down the slope. He'd fill them up. And then they would have to give her to get up the hill, and then they get it back on the road. And I don't know where they dumped it. And okay, that's good. Be cautious. There's enough room. He's got a big dog sticking his head out. I had them make a computer desk when they were doing woodworking and cabinetry in there. Wow. Here we go. We're back up to speed limit. And it's just a good time to dawdle along. What's going on here? Somebody forgot to get the garbage out in time, I would think. No, maybe not. Ooh, I wouldn't want to be dragging that garbage can back up and down the hill. Mind you, it's heavy on the way down, but those big green garbage cans, they could probably weigh a little bit. Great for catching small alligators and snakes in there. probably not too bad to drive around during the daytime now in one of those side-by-sides or a four-wheeler. But the evening comes, that's when the mosquitoes come out. You don't want to be sitting in the open. One of them. I priced one out. It was 92,000 Canadian dollars, and I probably missed an option or two. Even if you had $1 million, it's not enough. Ooh, that's something I could do. I could check my lottery ticket, but another time. I didn't really plan on getting really rich today. And I don't know what the wife's got in store when I get home. Yesterday I was vacuuming out the snowblower side of the garage, and would you believe it, I had the end of the shop vac over top of dirt and it wasn't even coming up. I thought, well geez, what happened here? She just used this yesterday. Well, I put my hand on the end of it and there was nothing sucking in. So I thought, okay, let's sit down, let's figure it out. So I took the hose off, and wouldn't you know it was plugged solid. You can see mostly straw and leaves. Now, I'm really not happy with that straw when it comes into the garage, because the wind, when the door's open, just blows it all over the place. You know, it's hard to get it all picked back up. And these bags that go into these rigid shop vacs, they're U-shaped. They're not cheap. But so when I started I went over to the garbage can and I started fishing some out to see if I could get it moved, because it wasn't quite ready to throw out, because the way it was plugged, it couldn't make the corner, because when it goes into the vacuum bag itself, there's I guess what do you call it? Kind of like a fence that diverts the flow left and right. But being that it was all plugged up there, not a lot of dirt found its way to the back of the bag. So I was freaking with the bag. The dust came out, and I sucked in a good load of that, and that was it. What's the gas there? Can't see backwards. Anyway, it's just like cough your guts out. It's like a mowing on a dry day. Those little shards of straw or whatever, hay, whatever it is, it gets into my lungs. That's it. I'm hacking my guts out. It hurts. Nose is running, eyes are watering. off so hard you feel like you're going to pass out. It's not a pleasant thing. Oh, this is where the golden cedars are. I see she bought some new ones. Let's hope they make it through the winter, and she might have something there. Yeah. It's a grand day. Oh, this stick get away down here. Oh, good. We got some guy just screaming up behind me. I know he's speeding because I'm doing the speed limit and he's caught me up. Caught up to me, I should say. Now, when I was younger, I used to curse these old guys on the road. Usually because they were way underneath the speed limit. Way underneath it. So they may have been going 50 and an 80. Well, I'll go 80 and an 80. There we are. We're up to speed. But you wait. This guy down behind me, like I was like when I was a kid, you had the urge to pass everybody. I still have that tendency. Well, now. Oh, now what do we got going on here? Won't be long. Look at that corn. If you watch Cole, the corn star, his corn has reached maturity and it's got the little tassels coming off of it. And he's got some, maybe some 3-inch corn on there. Be a while for these guys to be ready. Good thing we don't have the wild pigs up here yet, but they're coming, I guess. And they should be proactive. I like what Florida's doing to a couple of these invasive species. They have like a lottery or some kind of a contest for lionfish and for these Burmese pythons. And rightfully so. You know, we got these Asian carps in our water. They got all kinds of invasive species even in Canada, like zebra mussels that are in the Great Lakes and going up in all the rivers. And there's some freaking carp or something. I don't know what it is. Out in Western Canada now they're saying they're seeing it in lakes where it shouldn't be. These are very adaptable kinds of critters. Boy, would that be nice, have a nice little tractor like that. Wonder what the kind of damage I could do to myself with that. I've been pretty lucky with the lawnmower so far. just like with you guys with ride-on mowers. When you get on it, you have a hard time stopping, getting off, moving something out of the way, and then continue on. Or like you have to cut a branch, or because it's getting in the way. I just like to mow. I don't like to get off and on it. Oh, here we go. We're now in beautiful Burt's Corner. And we'll be getting to downtown soon enough. And we'll make a turn there. There. I'll turn it up to 51 there. So they don't have nothing to squawk about back there. Nobody cleaned that tree up yet. Another house for sale. Prices of houses down here, I think, are coming down, but they're still really expensive. Another piece of road washed out back there. All right. Oh, black cat. There's a fancy looking automobile. Here we are, downtown Fredericton. There's the old gas station. There's the new gas station. And that's pretty it for the retail section here. As a matter of fact, that's it. Oh, there's one more down here. Just chilling. Opens between 5 and 8 every day. That's it. And a post office. I don't think there's many more places you can spend money here. Which means those couple of places take all the money that's available to be spent around here. No idea how much that gas station hauls in every year. Yeah. I gotta go and cut some steaks. Oh, watch out for the big truck. Oh, somebody's been dumping dirt in there. And there's the guy with the white cows. Are those Charlet? Oh, there's a couple of calves too. White ones. Okay. Here we go. So what would that be? Charlet? Limousine? Not sure. I'd have to look it up. And here we are. Not much happening there. Storm is a good traveler. You never hear a peep out of him. Bear, on the other hand, if we leave him alone in the house, you can hear him freaking crying when we leave, and you can hear him crying when we come back. Storm, on the other hand, just goes to sleep. I guess he's seen it all. How long this has been on here? There, coffee's done. Let's load it up with Mom's empty tissues. She's great at collecting tissues. She puts them in the bottom of the cup holders so she can, she says it soaks up the water off the sweating bottles. But, on the other hand, they sit in there forever. There we go. Done. And tomorrow we take the garbage to the road once more. And here we are on the Dorn Ridge Road. What? Run. Where's your baby? Oh, it's having trouble. No hair on it. Just gotta watch out. That's why I like going slow on this road in particular. At night I don't like to go fast on any road because you just don't know what's going to step out in front of you. You know, driving, if you're going 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, when you drive over a raccoon, not even a deer, that raccoon's going to do some damage. I remember as a kid, my dad hit a goose on the road. Goose just come up out of the ditch, and there it was. Right through the grill, pushed the radiator back, and all there was chaos. And my dad was cursing up a storm. I got so many freaking stories. Some I can tell. Lots that I shouldn't. It'd be like a freaking season 10 Oh, look at that. There's a guy there with a piece of culvert. And this up here, somebody's probably put in I think there was a bush road in there. And this needs repairing. I wonder what kind of Band-Aid fix they're going to put on here instead of putting in a proper ditch. And right here where that sign is, Irving did something. That washed that road out. There's still no ditch there. So all this gravel ends up in the woods somewhere. But I must admit, this is the best the road's ever been. The other day they were putting some kind of spray on it to keep the dust down. When I first seen it, I thought a milk truck got lost. It was like a big silver trailer. Looked like a milk, the milk where they pick up the milk from the farmers. I thought, what the hell? But they put her on there pretty thick. Anywhere where there's a dwelling, they put it down heavy. Great if we could get some chip seal. City to get something to eat. We're getting a new kitchen and my wife she's in charge of it all. Just let her be. She keeps asking me questions and I don't mind answering them, but she's usually cut me off before you even tell her the answer. Maybe it's because I'm blabbing along there. I like for her to understand sometimes the reasoning by the way I think. But usually she doesn't care. It's like the thing I did, big discovery here the other day. We used to use Palmolive dish soap or dish detergent, whatever you like to call it, from Costco. And we ran out. But we had a big bottle of Dawn from Costco in the underneath the sink. So I thought, okay, I'll just pour this on top of the inch that's left in the bottle that we use. Lord behold, the next day, the green was on top. I tried to explain this to her. Dawn, you can use less because less makes it equal to whatever you're using for Palmolive. So you don't have to put the big squirt in there because you'll end up with bubbles all over the friggin' place. Well, today I was doing the breakfast dishes and she It already filled up the sink. There's bubbles everywhere. That's my my wife's nickname I gave her. Because she had such a bubbly, what do you call that? Demeanor, maybe is the word. I don't know. Just bubbly, cheerful. But I don't know. I must be one of them hard guys to live with because she's not as bubbly as she used to be. We've been together for like 30 years now. Amazing. She's good. A good woman. And here we go. The other Jeep that I had when we rented there a year or so ago, it would shift down so you wouldn't pick up speed down the hills. This one doesn't do that. Boy, they got the roof on now. The other day there was a little fawn running up the road that finally peeled off to the right. Then it has to jump up that big steep hill. Mom was long gone when it come around the corner down there. But anyway, we're home. Larry's got himself a new buggy. And here we are. And it doesn't look like I need to cut the grass really yet. Okay, Storm. Oops. Oh, I forgot. Thanks for coming along here. We're home, and I gotta lug this crap in. Bye for now.